Yeah, the group, what I just told the group is, number one, I'm really proud of them. And I'm proud because we continue to display ourselves in a positive fashion. We take the lead in the game, even going and conceding a goal for them to make it 1-1. We still push. We still make a few adjustments at halftime, get the second goal. And we can feel good about ourselves, I think, for 70 minutes. But the reality is, the trend that we're seeing about wanting to have these complete performances, we're not fulfilling that right now. And what I told the group was, coupled with being very proud of them, the first place that I look is myself and the responsibility of saying, do we need to make an adjustment here, an adjustment there, maybe at the 65, 70th minute mark, depending on what the score is, of course. But is there something more that we can do first? And we're always looking for these types of solutions, and we're going to find them. It's a trend at St. Louis. We give up a penalty, albeit, but it's again in that same time frame. Columbus, obviously, and then this week. So these are positions where we're dropping points, and we have to take responsibility, and I have to take responsibility first and foremost.
What did you see on there? Go ahead, call at the very end. Obviously, they counted very quickly.
Yeah. I thought the game in general, like there was a period of time in the first half where there was a lot of open space, and you don't see that from us very often. But whenever that starts to happen and it goes back and forth, any opponent can be dangerous, but particularly opponents that have the quality of Inter Miami and Orlando. When you bring Nicolas Sodero and Duncan McGuire on in the game in the 70th minute, those guys are going to find that space and hurt you. And so I think in that situation, the game gets tied at 2-2, and we're pushing again for a third goal, and maybe our rest defense isn't quite as tight as it needs to be. And that's something that we need to train. We need to train that mentality of saying, when the game is drawn level, to not let the emotions creep in, and just to continue to stay focused on what we do for such large parts of every single game this year.
Coach, talk this week about not underestimating your opponent. The way you guys came out and started, just how great is it to get out and get a goal 6 minutes in?
Yeah.
The ending result wasn't what you wanted, but how great is it to see the team respond to wanting to take the initiative and getting a goal early?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I mean, this is what makes me proud of the group. The group should feel good about that. That's our intent, is to be all over an opponent, particularly at home, and give our fans something to celebrate. And so what we have to do, though, is create more of those moments and just tighten up. I think we can tighten up in some different areas, and that's what we're going to do.
Troy, you mentioned the halftime adjustments. I wanted to ask both about the personnel that you brought in, as well as it seemed like maybe the shape got a little more simplified for the guys. I was wondering what led to that. Was it just the space that was fine in the first half?
Yeah, I'd say the personnel change. Again, there was some bright moments, I think, from both Fletch and Jackson, but there was changes needed, and that's not to put anything that was going wrong with our shape or what was going wrong in the period where they ended up drawing at 1-1 on those two guys, but it was really more personnel than it was. We didn't really change our system of play in any way. I think it was a lot more organized at the beginning of the second half. Similar to how we started the first half, to be honest. We just lost our way a little bit for 15, 20 minutes in the first half, and I think those were the changes mainly at halftime.
Coming out late in the first half, early in the second half, it seemed like pretty much anyone in the building was getting a yellow card at that point. Got acrimonious. How do you think the group, especially some of the younger guys, handled that aspect of things? Because Orlando kind of poses that challenge in a way a lot of teams don't.
Yeah, I think trying to focus on the task at hand, and that starts with me. That's the name of the game. So I think the yellow card accumulation is 6-2 in the end, 6 for DC United and 2 for them. So I think that there's something to be said for that in terms of our focus. Yeah, this is one that I don't have a great explanation for. I know when I deserve a yellow card, that's for sure. And really, I was trying to find out what Clicky said in order to get a yellow card himself, but I didn't get an answer. And I guess my body language or something was what ended up getting me a yellow card in that situation.
And if you don't mind me asking, Aaron had that goal line save in the first.
Yeah.
He's done it once again at home. It's like the second one. How have you seen him adjust, not to what you're trying to do, but just get acclimated? It's a new team, new environment. Just how has he done so far for you this season?
Aaron's been exceptional. I mentioned this in the pre-match press conference. I mean, he's a guy, I think I actually said it, he's in both boxes. He's making goal line clearance saves, and he's done it again tonight. I mean, what he's covered on the night and what he's put into the match, this is what lets me down about, again, us not coming away with 3 points. Is a guy like that deserves a result on the night. He deserves a win. And I'm very happy that he's in our team, and we're going to continue to get the most out of him.
We'll do the last one over here.
Yeah, is there anything that the players pointed out to you that you can share with us about tonight's game?
Anything that the players pointed out.
Yeah, anything that the players kind of like, hey, coach, listen, this is going on, because you're talking about like adjustments and stuff, so maybe somebody kind of volunteered something.
No, I mean, I create an environment that the players absolutely have a big voice in our team. But there wasn't anything in particular that was mentioned. I think we always are trying to solve problems together. And that, again, we need to continue to do that going forward so that we can secure 3 points.